Hi, I chose to make my video utilizing a picture exchange system that one of my clients uses on a daily basis at school. I think it would be be beneficial to give a little background information regarding my client and the environment that he uses this picture exchange system in. So my client is a 4-year-old boy who has an autism diagnosis, and he's verbal. He goes to a Montessori preschool, and my sessions consist of a full day of school with him. Montessori has a much different setup than a traditional school system. Their day looks a lot different. There's not a set schedule except for morning circle time, lunch, park, and afternoon story time. So in between those periods, children are free to roam about the classroom, picking and choosing different activities and works on their own terms. My BCBA decided that a little more structure was needed for my client instead of him just running around as he pleases, especially because he tends to elope. So we implemented this picture exchange, and it's a great match for this client. First, because he has difficulty with change, and this gives him a sense of predictability, and it gives him visual cues that he needs that works really well with him. He also struggles with complex social interactions, so the picture exchange takes some of that complexity out. So all of these icons represent a different area of the classroom or activity. So for example, we have a picture of the library, picture of the science center, there's language, art centers, snack table. So for example, when we transition to the lunchroom, we put the lunch icon here, and I let him know, buddy, we're going to lunch. Or when we're transitioning to books, I let him know, hey, time to go to books. So as you can see, we put the image of where we're telling the client where we're going to go next right in the middle here. We've also recently implemented a functional communication response program with this client, so we've added a My Choice option, which always stays right here. So right now it's acting as a visual cue, but eventually it'll be faded out so that My Choice is set independently. But I say, all right, bud, we're going to books, and he doesn't really want to go to books. Maybe he wants to go to language. He can say, no, Miss Abby, my choice is language. And it so far has been working really well with him. He's doing a really great job. So as his therapist, I carry this around with me all day. I'm constantly switching up these images to give the client a wide range of activities throughout the day. So I've got all these on the back that I can also switch these up with, but he should have about 5 or 6 options at any given time. Additionally, we have a break icon over here that the client is able to select anytime that he needs to take a break. Also, if I see that the client is escalating or having a difficult time, I'll offer this icon to him to redirect him to an area of the building that's designated for his breaks. I personally feel that this laminated piece of paper is so much easier to walk around with rather than something like a textbook or a device for this at this point with this client. He's still young. He's a young 4-year-old. It also works really nicely because I'm partially able to control what activity he goes to by only providing a few options at a time. When activities aren't available, like say park, we can't just go to the park any time of the day. There's a designated time. I don't make that an option. And this is a great way of avoiding meltdowns, as the word no is particularly aversive to this kiddo. Although it's not the most technological communication system, it's worked really well for my client. We've been able to tailor it and change it depending on where he's at with his other programs. So it's working really well.